The Summit Peak released on January 19th, 2024, so we're going to see if it's still a must-have in the bag, or the ball we've all been waiting for, or maybe it's just the ball you've been waiting for to get discontinued so you can pick it up on the cheap. Remember all my stuff in the description too. The CoolWick code is RoseDoll10 for 10% off at checkout, along with other codes and discounts. The Summit Peak is a straight-up pearl version of the Summit, which has been a very surprising standout for me. It took me some time to figure out just what to do with it, but it's literally been a must-have in my bag since it came out. I've even drilled a second one. The one single thing with it is that it's a very strong ball, and sometimes it's just either too early or too strong. That's pretty well the only thing that keeps it out of my hands. The idea of a cleaner and sharper version of that was very welcome, and with the amount of bowling balls I go through, being truly excited about a ball is incredibly rare for me anymore. The Peak does feel like it fits the idea almost exactly, with one critical and ultimately damning difference for me. Same heavy roll, same large amount of control, great difference between the strengths. The two balls are complementary without overlapping too much, but while the Summit is fairly continuous, apparently due to blending friction more, the Peak has more of a hook set shape, or is a little more directional or possibly slightly forward, and that ultimately created enough angle issues for me to keep the Peak from being effective. It's strong enough that I still have to play some angle, and getting it to shape right through the pins was just too tricky. That's why I decided to drill a second original so that I could run one with surface and the other one shiny. Now, Angel isn't an AI fan in the least. Every single ball with AI for her has been too chuggy and pukey, and it's really weird with the two Summits especially because she's a big Marvel and IQ fan, so the core shape in general is great for her, whether it's the standard or the C3 version. It's just odd that the addition of AI would completely ruin that for her. Neither the Summit nor the Peak were successful for her in the least. They barely faked it for the videos, and still not really all that well then. Neither Tobias nor Zach throw theirs anymore either. I think this is just an unfortunate and odd result more than any kind of design flaw or issue, because the ball looks like it reacts well. The Summit has been very good for most. I like the general reaction of this one. It's just ultimately not effective or that usable. I feel bad giving it a C because I don't think it's C ball reaction, it's just C usefulness. If it's in play, something else is in play that fits better. The Peak was the last ball in a line of other strong shiny symmetrics that came out back to back to back to back, and I think it's unfortunately the least effective one of the bunch. There's not a lot of real separation in ball reaction between the Peak and the TNT Infused. They're extremely similar ball reactions. I just think the Infused handles friction better, while the Peak isn't enough in the oil and then stands up too much on friction. Again, check out the description for all the codes and links, and make sure RoseDoll10 gets entered at checkout at CoolWick to knock 10% off. This video was brought to you by Panda Bear Productions. We put the in bowling. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.